So we're going to answer this question before us. It says solve each of the following equations for x, and let's look at this one right here. Okay, what's the first thing that we're going to notice here? We're going to notice that we have the same bases and that we're adding. And according to our log laws, what that means is we can multiply the arguments here. So this will be log of base 2 of x multiplied by x plus 2. So we're just using our log laws there. We can now expand that out. So that means we're going to get x squared plus 2x is equal to 3. The next thing that we would do here is we would realize that, I've kind of hit a dead end here. So that means what I'm going to have to do is to rewrite it as an exponential. So rewrite as exponential. So that means I've got a base of 2 raised to a power of 3 is equal to x squared plus 2x. 8 is equal to x squared plus 2x. 0 is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 8. So I've just rearranged it. And now I can factorize this. So I can go, what are two numbers that I can multiply to get -8 and add it to 2? That's going to be plus 4 and -2. 4 times -2 is -8. 4 plus -2 is positive 2. So that means x is going to be equal to -4, or x is going to be equal to 2. Now here comes the all-important step. I'm going to write this in red. You can't just assume that both of your answers here are going to work. You can't just assume your answers are going to work. You need to check solutions. That's not how you spell solution. Oh, is it? It is. Check solutions by subbing them into original equation. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let's look here. I've got x is equal to -4. I've got this right here. If I was to sum that back into my original, so if I was to put -4 into the x spot here, would you see what would end up happening is I would end up logging a negative number, and therefore the whole thing would break down. I mean, it would be fine if I was just subbing it in here, because -4 plus 2, actually, that would still be negative, so that would break down as well. If I was to put in a number, let's say one of my solutions was -1, and then I plus 2 on, I'm going to still end up with a positive argument, so that's fine. But -4 actually breaks both of them down. And as long as one of them breaks down, you can't accept it. Because if I was to put this in, so if I was to show you, if I was to go log 2 of -4, what that's saying is 2 raised to what power is -4? Well, that just doesn't work. The whole thing is undefined. So let me kind of show you in action what I mean by this. It means, if I was to come here, what I'm saying is, if I was to let x be equal to -4 into this, it's just going to break this argument. Now, this is really important, so we're going to take some time with it. So let me write it out. I've got control log of 2x plus control log of 2x plus 2, and this is equal to 3. Or let me just do this. Now, let me do this. Let me go control this button such that x is equal to -4. So if I let x equal to -4, see how the whole thing just breaks down? And that's because I'm subbing a negative into this spot right here. It doesn't work. My other argument is fine. If I put in 2 into this, that's 12. If I put 2 into this, I get 3 out, and that's what it told me. So the other one is fine. If I sub 2 in, it all checks out. But if I sub -4 in, the whole thing breaks down. So that means, therefore, x equals 2 is your answer, and it's your only answer. So you need to make sure that you check your solutions by subbing them into the original. And if you end up logging a negative number, you've done something wrong. Also, let me just come up here. You can also solve this with your CAS from the very beginning. So we could go menu 3, 1, then, I shouldn't have gotten rid of it because now I'm going to have to type it out again. Oh well. Log 2 of x plus control log 2 of x plus 2 is equal to 3. Solve it for x, and it's going to tell me that my answer is x is equal to 2. So you can see how it is that we're going about this. The most important thing I wanted to draw your attention to is checking your answers by subbing them in, not just assuming that they're all going to work. You need to check them all. All right, I'll see you in the next part.